lucky, lucky. What do we have here? I don't know, probably the best morning show ever hit the atmosphere. Let's be clear, there's plenty others that do it B.I.G., but keeping it a buck though, none to get you up though like GMG. With all the news and real point of views you can use, light and heavy topics we peruse, even a laugh or two. What you talking? Good morning, gang, be the instrument and take your friends and them can and all. Come on in, tune in. You ain't gonna want them in state, and even the trolls and haters that hate us, we end up being their favorite. Cause from 8 to 10, we get it in, believe that. I mean, from where else could you go when you a part of the show? Definitely GMG, cause when you show love, we show love back. First thing in the morning, we get you through, so after the yawning, wash up and wipe your face, get your snacks and come on in, get comfy, but most importantly, in all caps, a dibby doo doo doo. A dooby dooby doo 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 doo. Good morning to ye. What's goody like the Mizab? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Big Phil Speaks. And this is the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. Brought to you by myself, and that good GMG, Good Money Gang. Listen, how are y'all feeling this morning? It's Monday, April 21st. 2025. Listen, if you're feeling like I'm feeling, then you feeling blessed and highly favored. You feel good deal me. Why? Because I'm breathing, baby. You understand me? Because there's some that were not fortunate or blessed enough to wake up and do such as that. And for that alone, I thank God for blessing me with another day. And I'm going to make it the best day ever. But while I'm at it and while you at it, plan, plot, and strategize so that if you're so blessed to see mañana, to see tomorrow, to see the next day, that you make it an even better day than the day. That part. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing? How are you feeling? As for me, man, listen, I'm ready to tackle this week like none other. You know what I'm saying? Get to getting and get to going, getting up and getting out and definitely getting something. Y'all I'm talking about. Listen, I don't care if you're getting off of work. I don't care if you're getting ready to go to work or on the way to work. I don't care if you're even out of work, clicking it, click, click, click online, looking for work. Or you looking across the way at your boo-boo bun thing, significant or insignificant other, or even your spouse, and you just salivate. Yeah, baby, I was ready to put in work. Listen, the Good Morning Gang Morning Show gonna get you right and ready. Who we got in the building thus far? Listen, Polo Dolo riding solo from that good Kansas City way. Hey, the Berg was goody like the mob. Talk to me nice, GMG. Crack baby, trick baby, crack baby. I see you. Paul Kearney, what's upper? Young Dres, salute. Connie Batiste, she's in the building, huh? 20 bandana, whoop. He's in the building. Bab Wilson is in the building. Cedric McCullough. Good morning to ye. Listen, shout out to everybody tapping in, tuning in from the good Facebook, of course, YouTube, the Twitch, and the Twitters are better known as X. I appreciate you. If you could do your boy a favor, share this live with one or two or maybe even a few, just about 7 of your homegirls or homeboys, and let them know the Good Morning, pause. The Good Morning Gang Morning Show is here, and we doing it B.I. to the jizzle. You hear me? JRPR, salute. Come on over to the YouTube. T-Bubs, come on over. It's a real one. Y'all know where we at. Come on over to the good YouTube, huh? Y'all come on over, huh? How are y'all feeling? How was your weekend? How was your weekend. That's what I want to know, huh? How's that weekend done for you? How is life treating you? As for me, man, listen, I had a wonderful weekend. I'm talking about happy belated Easter to those that believe. I'm talking about happy belated 420 for those that participated. You feel me? Yes, Lord. Rashad Houston, the home team, GMG, what's good? They like the Mizab, huh? We in here. There's a lot going on, a lot of things. Let me get this warning out before I go any further. Warning, warning, warning. Federal law Title 17 USC Section 107 allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted material under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. Fair use allows for the quoting of copyrighted material in the creation of a new work for purposes included but not limited to criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Fair use preserves the free flow of culture. That part, baby, baby. Listen, huh? Some of y'all got on my neck, pause, on my bumper, pause, on my back, pause, on me, because I didn't do the show on Friday. What y'all don't understand is when my allergies get to allergism, my face looked like somebody socked me in my eyes without the black or blue. Nose steady running, eyes watering. I would have looked very crazy doing the morning show. Some of y'all care. Some of y'all don't care, obviously. And y'all think I be welling and swelling or capping and just rapping. And I'm like, no. No. So people be like, why can you be on Spaces, but you couldn't be on the morning show? Y'all didn't have to see me on Spaces. What part of that don't you understand? I'm a little nasally right now. However, I look okay. But Friday, I wasn't looking good. And I took me 2 Benadryls and was out. You feel me? But I dealt with it off and on. This is the season change and, the abrupt change and, the weather getting all hella warm and the pollen pollinating and things that had me looking and feeling away. You dig me? But guess what? And still I rise. And still I rise. Shout out and continue to rest in peace to Maya Angelou. You hear me? Thank you, Connie Baptiste. Yes, that back and feeling better than ever, huh? Lord, but it don't be no conspiracies. It don't be no no hidden secrets or agendas or not because I be on other platforms and doing things outside of my own platform as an excuse as to why I don't do my own shizzo. This is my show. This is GMG forever, baby. I need y'all to know and understand that. Huh? And some trolls be trolling just because, and some people just be saying shiggity out the side of their mouth for no damn reason. So they need to check themselves because all they doing is wrecking themselves. Not me. Not me. Almighty KM then brung them on in, GMG. Listen, all I'm going to say is if something goes on or something happens, have some grace for me. Huh? Give me the benefit of the diz out because there's a reason why. I don't just do it because I'm being lazy. Oh, I ain't doing this show. I ain't doing this show. Understand me. I don't really get paid that much or at all to do the show. So you got to know I do it because I love it. I do it because I love it, and I do it because I love my GMG focus, my weeples, my peoples. I do it that alone. You feel me? Anything less would be uncivilized. You dig me? Uncivilized. Do 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 do. Hold on a second. Do 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 do. Hold on, y'all. Do 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 baby. All right, here we go. Let's do that there. All right, there we go. Hey, hey, y'all, come on over to the good YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. We back, we back. I'm loving the gray and the bird, the gray and the bird. Thank you, Almighty Kim. Thank you. Little song, break up. You know what I'm talking about? GMG, we need you to co-host someone. We need you to co-host someone to step in when you can. It's not that simple. It's not that simple, Keisha Hall, 'cause somebody got to be able to run these things for these transitions and things that go on, or whatever the case may be. And then on top of that, Keisha Hall, I definitely want to co-host her too, right? But I definitely, in light of things that have happened with past co-hosts and the lies and the bullshittery that's been spread, and it's just making sure that you get somebody of a sound mind and of an alike mind that ain't got hidden agendas, motives, or bullshittery about them, or whatever the case may be. Somebody tell B Love, bring your ass back, B Love. Somebody tell B Love, come back. But anywho, life be lifing, but at the same time, here it is. And I'm not going nowhere, and I don't want nobody to ever think otherwise. Sexy sugar mama. Hey, Shari. Good morning. Good morning. I see you. Who done called you sexy sugar mama though, Sherry? I've been meaning to ask you that. Who did that? Ray, UBT Ray, GMG, what's good? Monique Ruffin, I see you. I see you. Charlie Hustle, what's goody like the mob, huh? Y'all share this little situation with your friends if you would. Y'all know what I also say, ladies and gentlemen. Those that are on other platforms, come on over to YouTube because I need y'all to do me a favor, huh? I need y'all to hit that thumbs up for your boy. Boop, boop. Why? Because I want to menage with the algorithm, huh? I know y'all got love for me, but it's a little bit more of me to go around. You feel me? So I need y'all to hit that thumbs up so the algorithm can get the algorithm in. You hear me? Then after that, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Boop, boop. Hold on, let me get this Bama up out of here. There you go. And then most importantly, hit that notification bell, something like this. Bing! So you be able to know the Good Morning Gang Morning Show drops. What? Whenever Feel the Love Friday drops. What? Or anything else that I put on this Big Phil Speaks channel. What? You be the first to know. But when you hit that notification bell, make sure you hit all because sometimes YouTube be uh, but guess what? Daz and D in the place to be. Part of that HRT. What's goody like the mob? How am I bugging out? Daz, I'm chilling. I'm just calling it how I see it. I just call it how I see it. Keyshawn said the rise to success up the ladder isn't always an easy route. Some days you won't be paid, but your name will be known. Of course. But your name would be known to one day be on. That's a fact, Keisha. And guess what? I do it for the love anyway. I do it for the love. You feel me? My initials are CC or Sexy. Which one is it? And my grandkids call me Sugar Mama. Hence CC Sugar Mama. Sassy Sugar. Okay, all right, Shari. I get it. Ooh. Listen, hold up as we transition to the day. Why did it do that? Hold on. I got some bad news to bring y'all. I'm gonna get y'all out of the way for those that care. For those that care. I got some bad news, and then we gonna get to it. Jazzy, hey, beautiful little Jazz. What's goody like the mob? Phantom Beats. What's goody like the mob? Different days. Salute. What's goody like the mob? It's the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. Oh, Shiggity. Is that Miss Patty? Hey, Miss Pat, I see you. I see you. I see you showing out on the internet too. Like, yeah, y'all young girls can't deal with this. Pat be like, yeah, don't let the eggs fool you. The sexiness is sexy, and you hear me? I seen you, Pat. I seen you. Oh, that's right, Jazz GMG, gang, gang, or don't bang. That part, huh? She said, Factor Mundo. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, ah, for those that don't know, and for those that follow the Catholic faith or whatever the case may be, and also this is international news that has a lot of bearing on a lot of things. Unfortunately, I bring you the news that Pope Francis has died at the age of 88. Uh, the first Latin American leader of the Roman Catholic Church has died at the age of 88. The Vatican broke the news in a video statement on Monday. Dear brothers and sisters, it is with profound sadness I must announce the death of our Holy Father Francis, Cardinal Kevin Farrell announced on the Vatican's TV channel. At 7:35 this morning, uh, this morning, the Bishop of Rome, Francis, returned to the house of the Father. His death comes a day after he had made his first public appearance since being released on March 23rd from a 38-day hospital stay for pneumonia. Let's keep his family in prayer. So I'm guessing that this happened Monday that passed, but they just put it out there this Monday or whatever the case may be. Who knows what's going on? R.I.P. to Pope Francis. R.I.P. to Pope Francis. That one right there, huh? Lady Cosanita, she's in the building, huh? What's goody like the my peace king, Wagwan, brethren? We are in the building, and it's your boy, Big Phil Speaks. Oh, where do I want to go to here next? Where do I want to go here next? I got some things to talk about later. But right now, we're gonna talk about mm, they're touting Chris Brown, a lot of people, as being the next or the closest thing to Michael Jackson. There's been a lot of controversy, a lot of debate, a lot of pros and cons as to is he or ain't he? The Bobby Brown weighs in on himself. You feel on it himself. Let me put this out there for y'all to peruse. You take a listen to Bobby Brown. Y'all know who Bobby Brown is. My prerogative. Gonna do what I wanna do. My prerogative. And from the good about to say Northeast Groovers. New edition. Phallus, there's a jealous girl in our town. Bobby Brown. That one. Y'all take a listen.
Who is the closest thing to Michael?
I would go with Chris Brown.
Really?
I would go with Chris Brown.
Because of the
Brown,
dancing and the singing aspect
Chris
of it?
Brown is a dancer, singer, slash great entertainer.
Right. Okay.
He goes out there and he does the ultimate stuff on stage, and you just have to love it. Usher's also a great entertainer, but I gotta go with Chris on being as close to Michael as anybody could ever get.
And it was great to see Breeze at the Grammy to win that.
To
finally get his due.
Yes.
All overdue, but hey, right on.
That audio is courtesy of Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay. Y'all go check that full interview out on his YouTube channel. Uh, Shannon Sharp is doing big things. I heard he's getting $100 million contract for his show. You know what I'm saying? Endorsement, sponsorship, or whatever the case may be. But 100 of them M's. 100 of them M's. Shout out to that. And Bobby Brown, shout out for your weigh in, your tap in on the situation or whatever the case may be. Bobby Brown's been around for many been through many things, and he is definitely one that's qualified to make that assessment, whether you believe it or not. Daz, I see your thing. I need to do a show and let people talk about what's going on. You heard a lot of people just say it. I haven't heard nobody. People hurting themselves. People hurting themselves because at the end of the day, just like I'm not in control over their lives and what they do and don't do, they can't control what it is I do. What I've learned is you cannot please everybody all the time. You cannot please everybody all the time. As a matter of fact, I'll address this further a little bit later on in the show or whatever. But you gotta understand, I got to do what's best for me in the long term of things or whatever the case may be. Not feed somebody's ego or feed somebody's moment because that can leave me cut and dry in a lot of ways too. But shout out to those that feel like they've been hurt by me living my life. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. We'll talk about that later. He was the first Latin Pope out here. Next up will be the first Black Pope. Really? You heard that, Keisha? I don't know about that, but we shall see. You could never compare Michael Jackson to Chris Brown 2 different ways. I hear that, Pat. I hear that. I hear that. That's the fact. R.I.P. to Pope Francis. R.I.P. to Pope Francis. Everybody sending their condolences and whatnot. No, if you want to say an inspiration to Michael Jackson definitely is an inspiration to Chris Brown and his activities. But Monique, how the hell was you hurt by price? Girl. Lady comes in and said, my mama called. I'll be back. Tell mama I said, hey mama. That mother gonna be like, I don't know that nugger. Who the hell is that speaking to me? Bring me in the place to be, huh? Deep frog, good morning. Peep Steve, I ain't even gonna repeat that one. I ain't even gonna repeat that one. How many of y'all have heard of this story? How many of y'all have heard this story uh, right here? Grandmother speaks to her 15-year-old grandson after he was charged with second-degree unaliving. Eventually, he was sentenced to 35 years in prison for it. Lord, this video, the video I'm about to play has been sparking viral compassion, as well as viral controversy, as well as viral comments all over the internet streets in regards to this situation. Ah, I think both his mother and his grandmother are loving on the young man in the midst of a life-altering situation, him turning himself into or being charged with the unaliving of someone or whatever the case may be. Dana Mac, good morning to ye. Des, it's not that, but at the end of the day, anyway, I'll address that later. I'll address that later. Anyway, here's the video. Y'all check that
And
out.
then you want to pray, if you get a second chance, how you gonna turn this here around, okay? So your life ain't over. You just need a second chance. So that's what you need to dwell on and pray about. A second chance. And sit down and think about how you gonna make this happen. And obey your parents. And come in, come home on time. Come in, come home. Number one, streets don't love you. We love you, not the streets. You see what the streets get you?
Could you give me a hug, baby? I'm sorry you got to go through this. But all you had to do was listen to your parents. Okay? Okay? I don't know how things gonna turn out for you. I ain't got no idea how nothing's gonna turn out. No idea at all. I didn't know nothing this second. I told y'all don't tell me nothing. Didn't I tell you that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
That thing right there is a deep situation. It's somebody that's actually been through a similar situation. I wasn't afforded that opportunity to get that embrace or whatever the case may be in my situation or whatever the case may be. But boy, that thing right there, that thing right there, when he got to his cell, if he didn't cry during booking, when he got to his cell, I know that young man grabbed whatever pillow or grabbed his uniform, shirt or whatever and cried into that junk 'cause boy, he had did something to me. I was Lord. They say they gonna be there every step of the way. I guess, God forbid they don't pass on before he get out. But 35 of them things, 35 years is a long time, and he definitely gonna have a long time to reflect on whatever it is that transpired, and what happened, how it happened. You feel me? LG Vaughn, TV shows. Good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. Yeah, it's definitely sad, Pat. Man, it's a heavy situation. And whether you as an individual has been through something heavy far as being charged with something, maybe not the same thing, but something heavy at a time in your life, and or you're the family member or friend of somebody who has been charged of a serious crime and the effect that it has had on you, your family, etc. That segment right there is just deep. Every time I see it, you hear me? It's a good day. I don't know what happened. I don't know because I can't judge it. I can't judge it. Sophia, good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. Like I told my children, friends carry you, don't bring you back. Woo! You have to be observant, pay attention to your parents, to stop being boastful, prideful, and you be humble. That's the fact, Pat. That's the fact. The Mundo. DC Momo Sauce, Frank Murphy, my uptown homie. Good morning to ye. Good morning. Young Dreads, I believe I spoke. If I didn't, I apologize. Young Dreads was good. Yeah. You get caught doing the crime, do your time. That's a fact, peeps game. That's a fact. It's still kinda heavy the fact that he's a youngin a youngin whose life is forever changed or whatever. People say, "Well, he changed the other life of the victim and this, that, and the third," which is true. Which is true. In a situation where there's an unaliving, the victim's family is forever changed, and the person that did it, their life and their family's life is forever changed or whatever the case may be. And it's a sad cycle and it's a sad situation or whatever the case may be. Very sad indeed, man. Very sad indeed. Miss A Block, part of the HR team in the building. Good morning to ye. Let's see, where do I want to go next? Where do I want to go next? Lime Wolf, what's goody like the mob, GMG? I spoke Young Dread salute. My bad, my bad. I just saw a comment. I said, did I shout the homie out? Did I shout the homie out? Y'all come on over to the good YouTube. Why don't you, huh? We also have to remember a child is not fully developed until the 21, 22, so their brain is still growing. They may appear to know the things that they're doing, they don't. Now that's a fact. That there is a fact right there. I'm not gonna hold you, that's a fact. And at 15, ah, at 15, listen, it's a rock and a hard place, especially with all the crime that's going on, all the violence going on now that involves a lot of our youth or whatever the case may be. There's a lot less people that are sympathetic or empathetic to that immature mind that might have done something very adult and very heinous or very thoughtless or whatever the case may be, and there's a lot of people that forget that that's a baby. Baby doing real grown and stupid things or whatever the case may be. I can't say grown because it's just a stupid thing or whatever the case may be. I can't say that, but it's sad because a lot of our youngers are just throwing their lives away. Throwing their lives away, and for what? For what, man? It was bad when I was younger, but, man, now it seem like it's even less of valid reasons, not good reasons, but valid reasons, I guess, so to speak, even though I guess there is no valid reason to take somebody else's life unless it's self-defense or defending your loved ones or your babies or something like that. Simply Nay, she done came around the way. Good morning to ye, good morning to ye. Very easy to be influenced. It doesn't matter how good of a home you come from or how good the parents you have influenced. Very bad thing. You have to know your worth. That's a fact. That's the thing I told my children, man. Like I instilled in my kids the best values that I could, but also keeping a real stance on what's outside the door. My influence is my influence in the house and around certain people outside. But temptation and peer pressure is a mug. And if y'all think that temptation and peer pressure and or audios, visuals from social medias don't play a part in your children's development and or their influences, you're sadly mistaken. The goal is to try to raise your kids in such a way that when they're not in your presence, hopefully, keyword hopefully, your words will come around in that moment or in that space of time to remind them of the right thing to do or the right thing not to do or how to handle the situation and how to carry yourself. That within itself, that's why it's important for us parents to be parents. Even in single parent situations for parents that are not together to get on one accord when it comes to the child, and forget if they can't get along with each other, forget one might still wanna be with the other and the other don't. Forget the animosity or the bitterness of the breakup of the relationship or what transpired in that relationship, that you all as parents can get on one accord with that baby, with that child, boy or girl, so that you can hopefully back each other up and raise that child properly. And in a two-parent home, same thing. Because sometimes in two-parent homes, one parent, whether it be the father or mother, wants to, chastise, correct, or discipline a child in one way, and the other parent doesn't. And one parent might be a little bit stricter, while the other parent will sneak behind the parent's back and say, "Here, you could do that, or you can go here, or you can have it," whatever the case may be. There needs to be a common ground on raising these children so that the message rings clear and hopefully that God will allow it to be brought to the remembrance of that individual in said circumstances where temptation and peer pressure mount up. Stop capping everything dead. Salute was goody like the mob, huh? Just to be down with their friends. They're doing it to prove they could be down like different, not even their friends, because honestly, they're following all the people older people are living through these younger men in the street. It's very sad. Yeah. Creole Cupcake! Hey, good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. People make things about themselves instead of what's best for the child. That's a fact, Creole. That's a fact, and that's paramount. We gotta do what's best for our children, not not, not what we want or not want far as in our personal lives. We can't live through our children, but we are to make a way and prepare a way and or, present the knowledge and wisdom that hopefully our children can gain and hold on to that understanding in the moments of need or whatever the case may be. And thank God for memory. Thank God for remembrance, and thank God that some children do call on that thing that their parents or somebody important in their life has instilled in them to keep them from doing things, pull them out of a situation, you know, uh, quell or squash a situation, all these things or whatever the case may be. And y'all continue to pray for our youth, man. Y'all continue to pray for our youth, and so that they will ah not they can be found and not feel lost out here. Even for those that don't have stable homes, even for those that maybe had one parent in the home and the parent may not be right. You get what I'm saying? I pray that all homes are healed, that every broken home becomes straight and fixed, and that uh, every child knows that they are loved and wanted and needed in this world, so much so with everything going on, all these things that are happening, we more than ever need need our children. You feel me? Where there's something that why I don't see it, 'cause I know I saved it. Hold up. Oh, here we go, right here. Speaking of which, speaking of this young man and him doing 35 years, God bless the victim's family. God bless his family. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it's a crazy situation. Jeannie Miles, good morning to ye. D Blade from that good H Town in the building. It's about the kids first. F our feelings. That's the fact, Steve. It's about the children. Children put the selfishness aside. That's a fact. Speaking of prisons and things of that nature, whatever the case may be, I don't think I uploaded it or whatever. Hold on, let me get this audio. Uh, Anywho, no, I'm not gonna lift the audio. I will say this, right? Donald Trump, the White House has said some things in a meeting with I think it was the El Salvadorian president or whatever, in the case of that Maryland man that they say was deported wrongfully or whatever the case may be, who is married, whose wife has been advocating to come home. A court has said that he is supposed to come home by the 7th. I don't know what they're gonna do if he's not, but saying that he must be returned to the United States by the 7th, that he was wrongly deported because he was uh, given protections from the United States for whatever upon his entry into the United States about back in 2019, I think they said. Um, matter of fact, let me see if I can read this real quick. Do 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 do, baby. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Like do 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 do. Matter of fact, let me turn this down. See if I can find it. Uh, 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 uh. It says the president of El Salvador says he will not allow a man who was unlawfully deported to the country by Trump's administration to be returned. How can I smuggle a terrorist into the United States? I'm not going to do it. I don't have the power. Um, this situation is one of those situations that catch 22, right? The man came here, I guess, illegally. I believe he applied for asylum, for asylumship. I don't know if it's a word. Protection from the United States and was supposedly granted such or whatever. But he was picked up. He was picked up by ICE and quoted as or pegged as being pause. No, did he? MS-13 gang members know his wife and other people saying that he's not. He might have had a checkered past at one time, but they say he's been an upstanding, hardworking man for his family or whatever the case may be. There's been a smear campaign of allegations. Matter of fact, let me put my allegedlys up here. A smear campaign of what he was or wasn't or whatever the case may be. The U.S. court decided in his favor. But what can the United States do? It's a whole nother country, and they sent them over there illegally. Now, here's the other part of that catch 22. The notoriety or the celebrityism of the case, the media coverage of the case might weigh in that man's favor or weigh against him down there in that jail because there might be some people in that jail in El Salvador that might be jealous of the fact that they want him back and not them back. So it's a crazy space and place to be or whatever for this young man, and I pray God works it out to the best of that man's the for the best of that young man, and I hope that his life is not tampered with or no physical issues because of the notoriety of the case, whatever. And if he was righteously here, meaning the U.S. decided to be giving him protections, bring that man home or whatever the case may be. If he was an upstanding good man, bring that man home, bring that man back, whatever the case may be. That's all Imma say about that, huh? Jazzy Stutter surprised you up this morning. Listen, me getting up, Jazzy, is not the issue. Is things of life. Like, if I get an allergy attack, it's what it is. I'm human. I go through things like y'all do. So sometimes I'm not gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, make it do what it do. They just sent a 17-year-old over there, and he was born here in the United States. Yeah, that's crazy. And supposedly, I don't know if it was the Supreme Court. I think it was the Supreme Court that has put a temporary injunction or halt to uh the deportations without due process, whatever the case may be. Because a lot of these people in times past they have had court hearings as to whether a person will get deported or not. Whether it was done during their trials or separate from their trials or whatever, they were given a chance as to why they should or should not be deported, whatever. And in this situation, uh, ICE and these other people been acting like Gestapo and coming in just breaking in people's stuff and taking people and just man, it's ugly or whatever. The Venezuelan government is an international court fighting for the rights of the supposed MS-13 gang members. Haskett, good morning, good morning. You mean you're not wearing your cape with the big what cape? What are you talking about, Creole? Who am I caping for? What are you talking about? Anywho, speaking of the young boy in the 35-year-old prison said it's speaking of the young Latino man that was deported allegedly illegally and allegedly without reason or merit goes to this next situation. I need y'all to be careful. I need y'all to pay attention. I need y'all to read. I need y'all to watch. I need y'all to talk about it. I need for y'all boy, to pay attention. A lot of y'all don't care about the fact that these individuals, these family members, these fathers, these mothers, and even some criminals are getting deported. A lot of y'all are like, "Let them go. Let them go." Well, guess what's next on the menu? They are arguing to send your loved ones, your friends, your family members who have been convicted, fined, imprisoned, whether they did it or not, to other countries to serve their time. Imma play this video. I want y'all to hear that, then we're gonna talk about it because I don't think y'all understand the ramifications behind this whole thing here. Boy, because prisons in other countries are not like your county jails, your state prisons and penitentiaries, your federal prisons and penitentiaries, nor the privatized penitentiaries. It's a whole 'nother world when you get across the US borders and get locked up in other places and spaces. I need for you to know that. Hold on, though. Y'all pay attention to this video. Let me know what y'all think.
Pay attention, boys and girls, because here's something that's going to slide under the radar because nobody really pays attention, I guess, except me. In front of the U.S. Supreme Court today, the Trump administration argued that they can arrest anyone at any time for any reason, whether they're a citizen or non-citizen, and ship them overseas to a prison outside of the United States. Now, they're talking about Venezuela, but they're saying they can do it at any time, anywhere, to any prison in the world outside of the U.S. for any reason they want. And the courts have no jurisdiction to stop them. This is what the Solicitor General of the United States argued in court today in front of the Supreme Court. We told you before the election that Donald Trump thinks he's Putin and wants to be Putin and wants to be Kim Jong-un. You people said we didn't know what we were talking about. This is right out of Project 2025, the white Christian nationalist agenda. And Trump's people argued it today in front of the Supreme Court. You don't believe me? Google it and look it up.
Lord, I don't think y'all know the ramifications for that. Hey, Chris Pow 293, I see you. Venezuela. Hell, the prisons in El Salvador is crazy. I've had a couple homies that got locked up down there. One didn't make it home. One did not make it home. Understand that. It's a different world. And my thing is this: how can it be okay for a United States citizen be given over to a foreign government to serve your time for whatever crime you committed, not on foreign soil, but here on the United States soil. Make it make sense. Some people say, well, if you don't do the crime, you ain't got to do the time. But first it's gonna be the prisoners, then it's gonna be you, me, for operating under freedom of speech, and they don't like the speech in which we speak. It opens a big ass Pandora box. It opens a big ass wormhole or black hole to the abyss of things. So if y'all feel as though, "Oh, it don't bother me, it don't we all know somebody that's locked up, family member, friend, associate, neighborhood, whatever the case may be. We know somebody who's locked up. Some would say that some people deserve to be locked up, but then there are those that don't deserve to either be locked up or don't deserve the amount of time that they received on the infraction or the crime that they committed. And for them to be for the United States to be able to grab them and send them to wherever. And in a lot of these countries, if your family don't come to feed you, you're not gonna be eaten. If your family don't come to the jail and send food or whatever the case may be in some of these situations, you are asked out and at the mercy of some of your fellow inmates and or whatever is rationed out to the jail. I think y'all need to understand what the hell is going on. Monique Ruffin said we need another underground railroad. Lord, we need more than that. It's definitely a racist agenda. R.I.P. to the Pope. That's a fact. El Peasy, I see you. It's a wicked road in which we are traveling. It's a wicked road in which we are traveling. What do these other countries get for housing these inmates? That's one question. How are they gonna keep inmates safe from United States inmates safe over in these foreign jails that don't even keep their own inmates safe for the most part? Then you got the clashing of cultures. People coming from the United States, whether they be black, white, Latino, Asian, South Pacific or Islanders. What's gonna happen if they do this? It's gonna cause all kinds of problems. There's gonna be a lot of people that's not gonna make it home. There's gonna be a lot of, um, calamities, casualties. It's gonna be a lot of controversy. It's already controversial, the fact that they in courts fighting for this, and this man that video I played, if y'all think he well in the capping, do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Sabrina C, good morning to ye. There are for-profit prisons being built. Oh, that's been going on here in the United States, but what I need to know is what's that gonna do for these foreign countries, unless 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 they're building new privatized and or government sanctioned prisons in these foreign countries to get that prison labor. To get that prison labor. Before. I told y'all years ago when Trump first ran for his first term, in his run, he said he's bringing jobs back to the United States from places like China, India, Pakistan, and these other places, right? And I said back then, and I continue to say now, Dr. Phil J, what's good? I'm on YouTube. I I continue to say it now. The only place in which you gonna get that type of labor for that cheap is slave labor. Slave labor. Now, us as free citizens, we ain't doing that shit. We are not sewing nothing, putting nothing together, building nothing, crafting nothing for pennies on the dollar, 1. 2, where do they do that already? In jail, in the prison job industry. A lot of things that y'all are sitting on, that y'all are utilizing are made from in the prison industry. When they say made in America, a lot of them things, not everything, but a lot of things are made from prison industry. And to me, it seems like they are trying to expand that. But it's a slippery slope that we are on, a slippery slope. QV, I see you in the place to be. There's currently 3 for-profit prisons being built in El Salvador. Jewel Harrington. Hey, hey, good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. Trump asked Bukele to build more prisons to send more inmates. Man, understand something. It's a slippery slope that they are weaving. But what are we gonna do about it besides talking about it? If you care, if you care. If you don't care, if you care, you need to be bugging the shit out of your local politicians. You need to be bugging the shit out of your local aldermen, councilmen, ward representatives, etc., mayors. Put the press and pressure on them through neighborhood and community actions and uh, rallying the community behind the situation to pressure these individuals so they can pressure the senators and congressmen, etc., who can in turn pressure the president, and other things. I think y'all better get up, get out, and get something. Matter of fact, more importantly, learn something and do something. Because things like this will eventually affect you, whether it be a loved one, family member, or friend. And then as things get more wacky and more of our quote unquote freedom are diminished, taken away, tamped down on, you could be the next person locked up for nothing or saying what you know think that you're free to say in the United States, and your ass gets sent over to one of these jails. Don't wait till it hit home. Don't wait till it hits home to your family, your friends, or yourself to care about it. Because these are human beings, no matter, like I said, if they are guilty of the crimes that they did, or in some cases, they are really innocent of the crimes that they've been found guilty of, and they're serving time or whatever the case may be. It's gonna affect us all at one time or another. Understand that. Reason was good. Sierra Bay, she done came around the way. This is exactly why Trump wants to impede upon the higher learning educational system. He plans to increase more slave laborers by removing all hope. Man, listen. Republican State Iowa even asked aggressively to their senator to step in and do something about Garcia being released. They yelled and told the senator to stop being scared of the dictator. Ooh, right, that is shocking that Iowa Republican state would do that. Oh, oh, listen, it's a lot going on. We be so caught up in TV, television, internet, social media, uh, bullshiggery, and we don't balance off things with information we need to know, things we need to stay abreast of. World news as it's happening, local news as it's happening. I know some of it's depressing. I know some of it just pisses you off, and for some that suffer from anxiety attacks and things of that nature, it can have your anxiety spike. But you have to stay abreast of what's going on. You have to. You have to, because guess what? The world is ever moving around you while you sitting still or sitting stuck on. The world is forever moving. You better be prepared to move with it or move away from it or around it. You hear me? That part. There's a beat with his name on it. I'm surprised Chubb's still right, man. Ah, Creole, you better be careful. The people be at your door. What was that you was meaning to say? We need to talk to you. Be very, very careful, 'cause them Bamas will come a-knocking, Creole. You know what I'm talking about? The Bamas will come a-knocking. Ah, with the moving on, right? I done spoke about this too long already, but moving on with the moving on. Let me give me a drink of swig of water. I'm parched. Speaking of incarceration, speaking of jail, speaking of these things, that's a fact. He's all you just be very careful what you type on the internet. You better that'll be you might find yourself in a situation I'm just talking about because of something you done typed on the internet. You hear me? This next situation I saved for this Bama here. Imma let y'all listen, and then we gonna get to it. Huh? Talk to me.
This Bama here.
Bro, I know we don't talk about politics anymore, shit like that, but that shit really pissed me off what's going on in the world right now, bro. With you know who, bro. Track me shit. Bro, I try to bite my tongue nowadays, bro. But like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. How do I not, bro? I have a platform for a reason, bro. I can say whatever the fuck I want. The fuck you mean who? Killed someone, he's out. Like, how the fuck does that work? Like, bro, he's literally like, what? Like, what? What do you mean stop? I'm dead serious. He literally stabbed him and he's out. Like, bro, what? No, I'm dead, bro. I'm dead, bro. I'm not joking, bro. It doesn't make any sense at all. Y'all saying shut the fuck up? I'm dead serious. No, fuck, it doesn't matter to me, bro. I said what I want, bro. That's what streaming's about. If they gonna ban me for opinion, they gotta ban all the other political streamers on Twitch too. Come on, let's be real here. I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm just being real. Self-defense. Okay, cool. So you would feel comfortable putting your
Y'all know who that is? That's popular YouTuber, personality, content creator, et cetera, yada, yada. Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross, shut your bitch ass up. That's what I say. Aiden Ross. Where was your young dumbass when Kyle Rittenhouse went through what he went through? Where was your dumbass when Mr. Zimmerman, George Zimmerman, was out and about before his trial? Aiden Ross, you a clown for that. You're a clown for that. There's another little 20-something second clip after that. I didn't play it or whatever. He said something about not bringing knives to school. I get that. If you're being bullied, talk to the, tell the school or whatever. I get that. That don't help sometimes. In a lot of situations, it don't help at all. But that rhetoric right there, what if that was you, Aiden Ross? What if you allegedly defended yourself? Now we not judge and jury, so we don't know everything that's really going on in that situation. It's a lot of accusations and speculations and things of that nature. But Aiden Ross, what would your Bama ass had did if you had to do it? And if it was self-defense, would your dumb ass want to be able to be home with your family, or would you want your ass to be sitting behind bars until your trial? Huh, Aiden Ross? I know you like, who is Big Phil Speaks? I don't know that, Bama. You ain't got to know me. Your stance is asinine and stupid. Now, if it was just somebody that just heinously unalive somebody, if the situation was where he was malice and forethought, took out a life or took out lives, then I get your sentiment. I get your sentiment. But with the high margin of uncertainty as to whether or not he really was defending himself or not, sometimes we have to be careful with the shit we say, especially when our platforms are huge and our voices have power. Ady Ross, you a sucker for saying the shit that you said. Aiden Ross, I think you's a bitch ass nugger for what you said. I don't care who like what I'm saying or dislike what I'm saying. Some of these goofball ass content creators be so disconnected from life and or caught up in rhetoric that they say and do anything. Again, Aiden Ross, what if that was you in that situation? And regardless of the skin tone, allegedly allegedly there was bullying going on, or allegedly you were approached by multiple individuals, even if it was just 2 brothers. And allegedly they threatened you if you didn't move and all these things. What if you felt threatened and you acted accordingly? Would your Bama I could almost guarantee you wouldn't wanna be in jail because you look like you soft. You look like it'll be a problem if you was locked up. That's the problem. Sometimes people, "Hey, Miss Angel, hey." Some people don't operate with empathy to the totality of the situation. They don't consider, "If this was me, how would I want to be treated? If this was me, how would I want to be perceived? If this was me, how would I want the public to treat me?" And some would say, "Oh, but Big Phil, he's charged with a serious crime." Indeed he is. Indeed he is. Indeed he is. But it does not excuse people like yourself from prematurely tearing down this young man, right? Even if I feel what I feel about the situation, I'm not gonna tear those brothers down, the one who lost his life and the one that's still here. I'm not gonna do that because all the facts aren't in. All the facts aren't into the situation, no matter what I think or feel about the situation. And thus, the same thing should be said for Carmelo Anthony. Until all the facts are in, judgment should not be handed down against that young man. Because what people like you are doing are further condemning this young man, not knowing the circumstances or the facts there within. And let's say if by chance he was well within his legal right to do what he did because of whatever alleged or possible threat or actual threat or whatever the case may be. And what if the case gets thrown out? What if a jury and or judge decides to acquit this young man? What then? You've condemned this man in his young life. He's already gonna have to wear this jacket for the rest of his life. He's already gonna have to do that. But you're creating content that will further condemn this man in the public mind of some for the rest of his life. Because shit that you saying on the internet will live forever. Some of these little groups, these peoples and things. Hey, Liasia, I'm over on the good YouTube. Some of these people in these groups have been spewing hate against this young man since it happened. And all they gonna do is share, copy, paste, get that little clip, like the little video I just played, and share it across the internet. Yeah, Aiden Ross, Aiden Ross. With power comes great responsibility. When you're an influencer, you gotta know the power of your influence. and your words are very influential. So, Aiden Ross, if your Bama ass can't be unbiased or realize the weight and magnitude of your influence, shut the figgity up. Shut your Bama ass up. For those that missed what I played, I'm gonna play it again. It also shows his picture. Creole, his picture is the one to the right, to the left of Carmelo Anthony in this while the clip is playing. Y'all pay attention to this dumb. Ah.
Bro, I know we don't talk about politics anymore, shit like that, but that shit really pissed me off what's going on in the world right now, bro, with you know who, bro. Tracking shit. Bro, I try to bite my tongue nowadays, bro. But like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. How do I not, bro? I have a platform for a reason, bro. I can say whatever the fuck I want. The fuck you mean who? He killed someone, he's out. Like, how the fuck does that work? Like, bro, he's literally like, what? like, what? What do you mean stop? I'm dead serious. He's literally stabbed him and he's out. Like, bro, what? No, I'm dead, bro. Bro, I'm not joking, bro. It doesn't make any sense at all. Y'all saying shut the fuck up? I'm dead serious. No, I don't give a fuck if people mad at me, bro. I say what I want, bro. That's what streaming's about. If they gonna ban me for opinion, they gotta ban all the other political shit on Twitch. Come on, let's be real here. I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm just being real. Self-defense. Okay, cool. So you feel comfortable putting your...
Yeah, so that's Aiden Ross in that left picture. That's Aiden Ross. Popular content creator, YouTuber, Twitch streamer, et cetera. But for this week, he definitely, or this episode, he definitely gets the This Bama Here award. Yes, I have a platform, so I have a voice. This is what I have my voice for, and I can say what I want to say. Yes, you can. You can. You have freedom of speech, correct? Right? Before every action is a reaction. And for your action to saying that Bama ass shit, you get a reaction just like this. Aiden Ross, shut your Bama ass the hell up. Shut your Bama ass the hell up. See, people be entitled and thinking they have the wherewithal to do and say whatever the hell they want. And listen, they got the God-given right to do such, unless it infringes upon somebody's civil liberties and or freedoms, etc. Right? However, just because you can say it or do it doesn't mean it's rightful to say or do. And know that just because you said don't mean there's not gonna be no backlash, no rebuttals, no rebuking. So Aiden Ross, Big Phil speaks, say, shut your Bama ass up and go play a game or something. Go talk about some dumb shit or go do some dumb shit. Or go on and live your little stupid ass life and mind the business that pays you. I guess you could say it pays you to do what you just did, but you get what I'm saying. I get what you're saying. And again, like I said, until all the facts are in, we can't weigh total judgment on this situation. It'd be different if this was like a one of these school shootings where somebody enters to the school and heinously just shoots people. Because there's been those situations going on both in Texas and other places recently too. Or somebody that unalives somebody in the street, one person or multiple people, et cetera, et cetera. There's a difference between a heinous evil act and something that happens in the midst of either defending yourself or an altercation. It's a big ass difference. Big difference. And Aiden Ross, you Bama ass knocker. You're not even weighing into the fact that this boy don't even have a messed up background. That would warrant him the reason why he shouldn't be kept behind bars. Make that make sense, Aiden Ross, and I'm gonna get up off of that, you Bama ass knocker. But you get this Bama here award for this here episode. Episode 249. Episode 249 of the Good Morning Gang Morning Show. With that being said, I'm off that. I'm off. I'm gonna leave that alone. Huh? Leave that alone. How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling out there? Oh, I will say this. If you are of sound mind and got a couple of dollars in your pocket, whether you go by yourself or you grab your boo-boo bun thing, significant, insignificant other, or your spouse, make sure y'all go support Ryan Coogler, the director, Michael B. Jordan, and supporting cast in the movie Sinners. Saw that thing last night, and I'm not giving out no spoilers, but I will tell you this. That's one of the best movies I've seen in a long time and for multiple reasons and on multiple levels. For multiple reasons and on multiple levels. Go see Sinners. And I believe Michael B. Jordan might win him an Oscar for this one. I believe. Y'all can agree or disagree. But the movie is fantastic. It's not quite that Keisha Hall, but there's some elements of that in it, but it's really not that Keisha Hall. I'm not gonna give it up, Keisha Hall, but it's dope. The historical constructs within it, the cinematography within it, the action scenes within it, the complexity of characters being played. It's 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 one to watch. It's one to see. It's one to see. I'll say that. I'll say that. And Imma leave that there. Imma leave that there. It's one to watch and one to see. For those that know, who have seen it already, they know. For those that have not seen it, you better ask somebody. But matter of fact, take your ass to the theater, get your ticket, get your ticket. I heard it surpassed Minecraft. It damn sure should have. It damn sure should have. It's a great man, listen, I wish that I could give a full review, but I don't wanna ruin it for some. I want you to experience it. And go to the movie theater, go see that thing. Don't go bootleg it. Don't go bootleg it. Go see it. Go show support. Ryan Coogler, I forget how many films he got under his belt. I think he got 5 films. He 5 for 5, you hear me? From Fruitvale Station, The Creeds to, this and there's one other movie, I forget the other movie, but yeah, he's like he 5 for 5 from the 3-point range. He knocking them down, you hear me? What do you think of Minecraft Chaos doing the movie The Part Where They I don't I don't I don't know. I'm not a Minecraft player or lover anyway, so I'm like, I don't even know. Now, if all these teens throwing popcorn, screaming, throwing soda, that's stupidity, but it's kids, right? It's children. And if the movie influenced them to do such, I don't know. It don't be like someone else who almost gave the whole storyline away yesterday. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, Creole. I'm not give it away. I'm not gonna give it away. I'm not gonna do that. I want y'all to experience it for yourself. I want y'all to, get that experience. I want y'all to get that experience. Imma just say that it deals with a lot in the little period of the window, and no matter what the commercial seems to present, it's deeper. It's deeper than that if you look at a lot of aspects of the movie, and Imma leave that there. Imma leave that there. Go make sure you go see Sinners. Make sure you go see Sinners. Da-da-da-da. Hold on, why I don't see it? Because I know I just put it up there. There you go. Let me pin that to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the show where I open up the floor. If you want to come up here, be a special guest co-host and get your ones and twos off about anything that I talked about, or even ask me a question or two, come holler at your boy. Come holler at your boy. Click the link that's pinned to the top. It should bring you on over. If by chance it gives you a problem or issue, copy and paste it in your favorite browser. Come holler at me. Listen, also, May 3rd through the 4th, May 3rd through the 4th, I'm in an event. The event will be in Philly, in the outskirts there within. There will be me and a few other individuals. Pat, she was in here earlier. I don't know if she's still here. Pat is going to be there. Sugar Wugga Bugger is gonna be there. Push Toggle Radio. Yeah, he's gonna be there. La 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 la. Liasion's gonna be there. Lansky El Honcho is gonna be there. Back Woody's gonna be there. It better not be a man. He gonna be there. Who else? Mitzi, help me. How you doing? Milvy's gonna be there. Who else is gonna be there? I don't know if So Lovely's gonna be there or not. I'm not sure. But there's gonna be other individuals and maybe a surprise guest or two stopping through. And if y'all watched any of the other prior um, content on Patreon and things, you know that there's been a lot going on, a lot of things, a lot of shenanigans, some drama, not much, but some drama. But a good old time. LPZ, shut the hell up. So you better be bringing your Superman package. Y'all are bugged out. Creel says, salute to Woody content with one good leg. That's a fact. How you know me? I don't know what you talking about. How you know me? Understand something. Again, the content that those things were going to be used for was for a character that I created years ago that won me a couple prizes when I was out in California, Uncle Leroy. And I was gonna bring him back I was gonna bring him to life for the Flip the Network and do some content, but it didn't pan out that way 'cause the selfishness and some other individual or individuals. But we'll leave that there. God bless them. God bless them. OTF Finago salute. You know we over on the good YouTube. But get your Patreons. If you ain't following Flip the Network, do so. It's a lot going on. Hassett was in here earlier. There's a fundraiser going on for that. It's gonna be up and it's gonna be stuck. Pause. No Diddy. I got some interesting things planned. No Diddy. However, make sure Uncle Leroy, a nickname for your Gila Monster. Nah, that's Julio. Julio is the nickname for the Gila Monster, Keisha Hall. Which gets to be there even though he doesn't. Jazz said, "I missed it, Phil. What did you rate the movie Sinners?" I would give it a 10 plus, Jazz. I would give it a 10 plus. I personally would give it a 10 plus, Jazzy. That's a fact. Because the storyline or plot is much deeper and much more complex in some ways than people would think going into watching it or whatever. I'ma leave that there. That's a fact, he's your Julio. Don't ask me. It's a thing I used to do. I used to go to this pool years ago. I used to go to this pool years ago, and they had this high-ass high dive. It was like 15 feet up, maybe 20 feet up in the air. And I used to jump up and jump off and grab my Johnson and be like, "Julio!" Why? Don't ask me. Something silly I did as a youngster, and so it's stuck. So it's stuck, y'all. It's stuck. Yes, it was good, but I give it about an 8.5. I respect that. I respect that, Jazzy. I respect it. I respect it. Did you have a Speedo on? Hell to the nah. And I was cut up like a bag of dope back then, and I still hell nah. I wasn't no dude thinking about wearing no Speedo. And yeah, the bulge was bulging, but I ain't no, no. Not that cannonball stuff. At LPC, I wasn't a big dude back then. Like I said, I was 177 to 183 through high school. I was 177 to 183 through high school. I wasn't no I got the name Big Phil from my activities outside, from how I carried myself, the people I was around, the things I was doing, not because of the physical weight. Right, right, peepski. Speedos is crazy, huh? Creole, you got some kind of fetish to see a nogger in a Speedo? What's going on, Creole? Y'all want me be out here like King Beef, huh? Just, not gonna be able to do it. You've been flawless as a young lady from Panama. It's Keisha Hall, shut your ass. Y'all are bugged out. Understand something. I've always been a boxer brief fan since I can remember. You know, when you was a youngin', you had to wear I wore the tighty whities and the underoos. How many of y'all remember underoos? Y'all probably don't know what the hell that is. That was underwears that was like tighty whities and t-shirts where they had them in your favorite characters, like your Supermans, Batmans, or Wonder Woman for the girls, Flash, like it was different characters they had that you get the underwears and the t-shirts that had the print on them or whatever of the character or whatever. They were called underoos. But I ain't wore underoos or tighty whities since I was a youngin. I think I stopped wearing them when I was in like the 4th or 5th grade. It was boxes for me. Boxes. You got to let the things hang. You feel me? And then with the invent of boxer briefs, I started wearing them too or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? So it's either boxers or boxer briefs. You know what I'm talking about? Phil need a speedo activate. Hell no, the hell I don't, peep ski. Yeah, tidy whities is diabolical. But as a kid, your mother at a time, that's what your mother was getting you. Here, you better take these fruit of the loaves. Take these fruit of the loaves and put them on, blah. Uh, Reason said, "Nah, big coach, that's before my time. Yeah, it was many moons ago, Reason. Many I don't even know if they sell them anymore. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. They probably got some other brand with, like, kids' designs on them or whatever, but back then it was under rules. I'm an '80s baby. I know you They had them in the '80s, though. They had them in the '80s, Reason. I wasn't born in no damn '60s. Don't do it. Reconsider. So you wear boxer shorts, I heard as a man gets older, his balls hang lower. So do they fall out? Hey, he's hard. The difference with me and some other older men, mine are still fully developed and ready to go. You feel me? Keyshaw, they are filled to capacity and ready to go. You hear me? Let me let that go. This is the morning show, y'all. This is the morning show. Says Peachkin said, why when we get older we wear them tiny white? I don't know why they do. I'm just saying. Do they fall out the bottom of your boxes and rub your thigh eye? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's diabolical. Listen, mm, something's in my mouth. Hell nah, peep ski. Don't make me that old. Talking about Liasia listening like y'all are bugged out. Y'all are bugged out. Okay, Phil, reel him in. I'm just saying, y'all got me misconstrued and confused with other individuals. My soldiers are standing at attention like, "What's up, Slim? We going to war or what?" Yeah, they there and they ready. That's why I got to be careful because y'all already know I'm like Father Abraham out here. I got to be careful with the royal seed. You know what I'm talking about? 'Cause it might change a life or two, you feel me? But anywho, it's the morning show. Listen, y'all got any other questions for me while I'm here? Peeps, can you bugged out? Jazz, I'm Phil got 17 kids. Sheesh. No, I don't. Listen, I claims all mine, but no, I don't. Mm. What the hell? Oh, something just came across my news feed. Where the hell is this at? Sheesh. At least 11 people dead, several from the same family after a four-story residential building collapsed. They said the whole foundation just gave away. Recalled a man who said he lost two nephews in the tragedy. At least 11 people have died, several of whom were from the same family after a residential building collapsed in Delhi, India, according to multiple reports. Independent reported that 22 people were in the building at the time of the collapse, which occurred around 3 a.m. local time on Saturday, April 19th. The outlet noted that CCTV footage from a nearby building captured the incident, which led to a thick cloud of dust over the area. Wow. According to a local news outlet, NDTV, rescue teams and local volunteers worked through the night using cranes and thermal cameras to help those trapped under the rubble. I've come from the hospital. A man who said he lost two nephews in the accident told the outlet the building was 8 to 10 years old. Pillow work was underway. The whole foundation gave away. Two school-going boys are gone. Everything. Gold cash is under the rubble. They should have checked the building. We kept saying it was shaking after the recent rain, but nobody came, another local said. The municipal corporation of Delhi additionally told the outlet that the four-story building did not adhere to required load-bearing safety protocols. Other buildings in the area may have structural issues. We will survey other buildings in the area, they added. People reached out to the municipal corporation of Delhi Fire Services and National Disaster Response Force comment on Sunday, April 20th, but did not receive a response. An eyewitness who lived nearby said he was awakened from sleep in the middle of the night, noting that it felt like an earthquake. Damn it. I rushed to the terrace and could see dust in the air. The building was not visible. Then someone called me and said the building had collapsed. The man who said he had relatives in the building told the Indian Express. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended his condolences to those who lost loved ones in an April 19th post on X, writing that he was saddened by the loss of lives and that the local administration is assisting the affected. Lord, can you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Aiden Ross, is that you or is this a troll page? Hey, I heard you were speaking on me. If your account doesn't have $1 million in it, don't mention me. If this is you, you Bama ass nugger, I don't have to have $1 million in the account. I got a pocket. You understand me? My pocket is heavy, and I said what I said. Huh? If that's really you, Aiden, I mention you. If that's you, and I stand on that. If that was you, your brother, your family member, your stance on it would be different, especially if there's uh allegations that he was defending himself. So shut the figgity up, Bama. Fake ass Aiden. Troll page Aiden Ross or whoever you is, Bama. Huh? It's really you. Then cam up. The link is at the top. I would be open to your dialogue. The thing is this, Aiden, you can go back and watch the replay of this. My thing is this: if you were in the hot seat, if you were that young man who was approached by two bigger individuals or more, and who was verbally accosted, threatened, allegedly, and you had to defend yourself, who's to say what you would have did? And let's just say a knife wasn't involved. Say they got to just scrapping and somebody got picked up and slammed or fell and hit their head and died anyway. Then what, Aiden Ross? In a state where you have the right to defend yourself. Make that make sense, Aiden Ross? If that's really you. Talking about if your account don't got 1 million in it. They said his YouTube is Aiden Live. Oh, so this ain't you. That ain't you, Aiden. That ain't you. That's a fake page. You can go about your damn ass business, Aiden. Simply made now. Listen, I'm about to say, listen, come here. It's really me, sir. How about it's really me, sir? He was wrong. Why was he? I ain't entertaining that. I ain't entertaining that. Somebody got too much time on their hand to make a fake Aiden Ross page. Make a fake Aiden Ross page. I'm gonna let that be, whatever the case may be. But I stand on everything I said. Somebody said there's Keenan behind that page. Keenan, if I find out that's you, boy. These trolls always coming for fear. I know that's right. Yeah. Thank you, Reason. His YouTube page is Aiden Live. Yeah. Furious salute. I'm speaking on a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Aiden, Furious. I spoke on the Aiden Ross's controversial comments on video about Carmelo Anthony. I spoke on President Trump and the situation with the young man from Maryland who was wrongfully deported, allegedly. Also about the foreign prison situation where they talking about sending U.S. citizens to these foreign prisons. What else did I speak on? The Pope dying, condolences to that. I spoke on Chris Brown being referred as the closest thing to Michael Jackson by Bobby Brown. I spoke on the grandmother who hugged and gave her 15-year-old at the time grandson words of encouragement as he was facing getting locked up for unaliving somebody. What okay, I spoke on a couple things, just a couple things. What's up, Furious? I'm glad to have you here. Nazir Fontaine. Yeah, that's fake. I know it's fake, bro. Phil, why your eyes low? My eyes ain't low. Tinky, my eyes ain't low. You wanna look into my eyes, Tinky? You wanna look into my eyes? That's right, took time to make a fake account troll is a waste of time, huh? Tavy, hey Tavy. Yes, it's been a minute. I'm glad to see you here. Like 85, is that you 85? Is that you? Or is that you, COE GO? Is that you, huh? Y'all need to get up off that Bama early on a Monday morning. You trying to gain exposure off my name. How about I gain exposure off these bow walls on your forehead? No daddy. Shut the hell up, fake page. Huh? Fake page. But anywho, I stand on what I said about the real Aiden Ross and what the hell he said online. That was some bam ass shit, and I stand on that. Huh? Yeah. To whom is called, much is required. You feel me? To whom is called, much is required. That part. Connie, fake page or real page, they don't know who they dealing with, do they? They don't know who the hell they dealing with. Huh? I don't give a damn if they broke as shit or they a billionaire. I give you the same energy. I don't give a damn. Not on my forehead, on their forehead, baby. Silly Nate, what he said, you got to watch it back, Silly Nate. He basically was weighing in on the Carmelo Anthony situation and saying some disparaging things about why is he free and all these other things, and I'm just like, uh. Right, Connie Betsy's on them bow wow wow. You feel me? Hey, Jazz, yeah, that part. I don't give a damn if you're broke or a billionaire. You can get the hands or you can get this verbal accostation, huh? Huh? Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm like God. I have no respect for man. You hear me? I wouldn't care if it was Frumpy Frump. I wouldn't care if it was Pooty Poot. I wouldn't care if it was Musky Musk. I wouldn't care if it was Little Leroy from around the corner. Y'all all get the same energy. If there's an issue, that part. But the point of the matter is this, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be careful, right? Like I said, even though I feel a certain way about this case with Carmelo Anthony, I am still not giving full judgment of my position and or the situation until all the facts are out. And as somebody that's doing content, a host, a meteorologist, as Flip would say, a journalist or blogger, it's my duty to kind of you know give you the information, give you my take on it, but also be open for the possibilities that either I'm wrong or the situation is something else. So until all the facts are out, I have to stay kinda sorta at a certain place, even though personally feel a certain way about it or whatever. But Aiden Ross, even though wherever you are, you do have the right to say what you wanna say. You do have that freedom of speech. The fact that your platform is as huge as it is, you have a responsibility. Whether you want it or didn't sign up for it or not, you have a responsibility. And that's what I could tell by what you were saying that people were in your stream getting on you for saying that dumb I'm just saying. Moving on with the moving on. Simply Nate, that's your peoples, ain't it? Aiden Ross, your peoples. Your boo boo bun thing. Let me stop. Shout out to those that are tuning in, tapping in, like, what the hell is Phil ranting and raving about? Shout out to Furious for coming through. Listen, do your boy a favor. If you're on any other platform, IG, Facebook, Twitch, X, formerly known as Twitters, come on over to the YouTube and give a thumbs up for your boy Boop. More importantly, hit that subscribe button if you hadn't done so. Boop. Last but not least, hit that notification bell like this. So you be in the know whenever the Good Morning Gang Morning Show drop. Whenever Feel the Love Fridays drop. Or anything else I put on this good Big Phil Speaks channel. Be amongst the know. But don't forget to mother effing hit that all when you hit that notification button, because you can still be tripping. Farmers 143 was good. Salute. Holly CP Senior, Craft Latte. Come on around the way. We on the good YouTube. Chris said, definitely not the real pair. I know it ain't by now. I knew it wasn't when I first saw it. I knew it wasn't when I first saw it. But do know this. Some people do watch y'all think don't be watching though. But at the end of the day, I knew that was a fake page. The last case I was this anxious for the trial was when them 3 suspected white supremacists killed the young man for jogging in their neighborhood. Yeah, that's a fact. I know exactly the case you're talking about. I can't think of their name either. Yeah, yeah. Phil, I thought you were going to address some things. Queen, what things should I address? I did want to speak my mind. Okay, I'm glad you brought that to full circle. Let me have at it. Pause. Understand this. Understand this, right? Everything I do it for the advancement of my legacy, whatever the case may be. I don't get it all right. I don't get it all right. I'm human. I got flaws. I fall short. I go off the handle sometimes, but I'm generally a nice individual, right? But one thing I've learned on my journey is not to try to please everybody. Every people will try to hold on to a certain part of you and don't wanna let that part of you go or keep you stuck in a space according to how they feel, how they view you, where they want you to go, how they want you to operate. That's unfair to my growth, my development, and the blossoming of Good Morning Gang Morning Show, anything else that I put on this channel. So I learned to do what's best for me. not what's best for any of the viewers, supporters, fans, trolls, haters, or naysayers. Because at the end of the day, what you see for me may be for me or it may not be for me. It might be for me in a moment, it might be for me for a moment of time, or it may not be for me at all. But if you rock with me, if you support me wholeheartedly, then you'll walk along this journey with me as much as you can, much as you can stand, as much as you can tolerate. And if you feel like you can't, I get it. I get it. I don't have no hard feelings for people that ain't around or whatever the case may be, unless they did something to me, unless they did something to me. And even with that, I've forgiven it. I just choose not to deal with certain individuals, but it ain't it's no malice behind it. It's no malice behind it. But I've come to realize that certain people feel like they can do and say certain things, and when you don't go along with the get along, they act entitled or they act like they got a problem because of you not going along to get along. And for me, that's disingenuous. That's disingenuous. The same respect that you give another individual, another platform owner or participant or some other people that you come in contact on these internet streets, if you can't give it to the individual as myself that you say you rock with or you support wholeheartedly, that's a problem. That's a problem. Male pace, now I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about, Miss A. Block. That's not what I'm no, I'm talking about other individuals who I've had real well, not even real issues, but issues with, or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm not gonna bring no names up, but in one case, because I asked somebody to hold up, chill out for a second on a live that I had, and they're used to being able to say what they want when they want, they had an issue with it. That was a form of disrespect to me because if you rock with me and I'm saying, "Hold up for a minute," then you supposed to do that. You supposed to, "Okay, Phil, okay, alright, alright." You know, even if you do it in the moment of not feeling it or not liking the fact that I'm asking you to hold up or the fact that you place a space about something that's said by somebody else, the fact that I say, "Hold up for a minute," and you can do it or you can do it for and on somebody else's platform, then you damn sure can do it for me 'cause if you can't, that's a form of disrespect. That's a form of disrespect. That's why I don't feel like I owe certain people anything or I owe them to patch it up or repair. And then I spoke to this a little bit on Flip platform. Sometimes people need to give people time to just woosah, to relax, to breathe. And then maybe things can be patched up, put back together, repaired, etcetera, etcetera. But sometimes keep poking the bear, keep poking the bear, and I'm not just necessarily saying me, I'm talking about in general in life. Some people continuously poke the bear and wonder why the bear snarls, growls, and or bites. I'm just saying, 'cause there's a certain individual, I seen him yesterday still talking shit in the comments, on the spaces, and I'm like, "Girl, I don't bother with you. Nor am I thinking about you. You like that boot up QV?" That's a fact. Definitely can't please everyone. It's not my response. Now I know some people troll in fun, and I know some people say certain things in fun, and I get that or whatever the case may be. I get that. But there's a difference between playful trolling and somebody that's trolling because they got a little bit of animosity, jealousy, envy, or got an issue that they don't wanna address openly or hit me behind the scenes to address, but then they troll and say certain dumb shit all on purpose. That's a difference. That's a difference. That's a difference. Now, mind you, I don't have an animosity for anybody. I don't. But just let me breathe, man. Just let me breathe. I'm not stopping or halting anybody from doing anything they want to do. I'm not putting my name negatively on anybody from doing or living their life how they wanna live it. So why they gotta do it with me? Why they got to do it with me? So the people that say, "Go on, Phil, get it right," or "Go on, Phil, make up with so and so," "Go on, Phil, if you wrong, Phil, apologize," or "Go on, Phil, accept their apology," or "Go on, Phil, go on, Phil." Why don't y'all go to them and tell them to chill out? Why don't y'all go to them and tell them, "Leave them alone for a minute"? Why don't y'all go to them and see if they really got care or compassion and ask why they acting out in certain ways? Why don't y'all do that? 'Cause what's good for the goose is definitely good for the gander. Right, ain't why we gonna beef? What we beefing for? Never, Miss A Block. Why we gonna beef? Hell no. It's stupidity. It's stupidity. But it's the unhingedness to think that I'm supposed to always be the bigger fella, quote unquote, or the bigger person and digress or humble myself or give in or apologize or do these things, but the other people have no bearing or no weight placed on them to do the same exact things, and it be mutual or like, "Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany." So, again, for those that have real care and consideration and want certain things to be repaired, go to them other people too. Don't just go to me. Because if you see them doing shit that they ain't got no business doing or saying shit, get on their ass. Get on them. Because I don't be bothering them or really mentioning them at all. I don't. But as a grown man, sometimes I need my time to woosah. I need my time to relax. Sometimes I got to, so that I won't mishandle people verbally or actually. You get what I'm saying? And maybe some people in that mental maturity or that mental space to do such, I get this. Everybody acts and reacts differently. Everybody acts and reacts differently. However, I shouldn't be faulted because I want to go to my corner and just breathe, especially if Michelangelo, TKBS Nation, especially if I'm not attacking individuals. If I'm not attacking nobody and I'm just acting like for the moment that they don't exist so that I can get my mental clarity and or my peace, that shouldn't be looked at as a messed up thing. That should be looked at like, okay, let Phil go on and breathe, let him process, let him you know what I'm saying? That's my way of tabling some things sometimes. That's my way of tabling some things sometimes. You might have to go out and come back in, take it if you can't hear. Understand me. I say it all the time. I don't handle everything in the best capacity or in the best way that I should. I'm human. And I'm ever evolving, I'm ever changing, I'm ever growing, I'm ever learning. The feel yesterday, I'm always authentic me, but the authentic me is always changing, trying to grow, trying to be a better each day. But I'm still me, flaws and all. And the only thing I gotta ask of you all, trolls, supporters, fans, detractors, whoever, if you rock with your boy, rock with me. You might question some of my moves, you might question some of my motives, you might question some of my decisions, but understand something. I'm very much a very sound mind individual. I'm very much a very sound mind individual. And the things that I do it of my own free will and accord. I just ask that the same patience and mercy and grace you would want in your life, you would give to me. And if you truly rock with me and support me, You would support me, even if you can't see the why. If you don't understand the why, like, why the hell is this dude doing this? Why is he going over here? Why is he doing this? Why is he saying this? Even if you can't understand the why, if you truly rock with me, it'll at minimum give me the benefit of the doubt in it all. And see where it goes. See where it goes. See where it goes. Tinky, how am I treating you bad of all people? Stop it. That's all this how you treating us is crazy. And G&G is not going down. And the fact that that's even though you be playing Tinky, even though you be playing that right there is like a real negative statement and an unnecessary statement. Where's GMG gone? Right here. Make that make sense. Words have power, and I don't think some of y'all really understand that. Words got power and can even though you could be playing whether you're serious or not, you could be serious, but or you could be playing. But in the minds of other individuals who hear that, it can take root and feed into bullshit. And if you're serious, Tinky, you need to check yourself because it's not gone downhill. Actually, it's progressed. Actually, I got a lot more viewers watching now than I did before. So you gotta make it make sense. You might not see it from the YouTube side, but if I got right now, I got like 171 people watching from X, from Twitter. That's more than I had before. See, you don't see just because y'all don't know what's going on or really see what's going on, don't mean things ain't happening for the better. Understand that. And again, I'm human, so if I miss a show, it's the reason behind it. It's not because I being lazy or because I was on Spaces the night before. Because 'cause there's been plenty of times I was on Spaces or on the IG Live and came right and did the morning show. It be things going on. Y'all can't be so selfish like, "No, you get on here because you be on here or because you was on Spaces, you got to be here." If I wake up and my eyes are puffed up almost like I got sock in my eyes without the blue and black color, my nose running, eyes watering, what kind of sense would that make for me to come up here and do a show? And I'm sneezing repeatedly, minute after minute. What logical sense would that make for me to do that? What would that do for my brand, 1? 2, all it would do for y'all is make jokes for y'all. That's it. But I would not be able to professionally or put on a proper show at all. I wouldn't be able to do it. But y'all think that I'm supposed to do it just because y'all want me to do it. That's not fair. That's not fair. I'm human like y'all, just like y'all go through things, whether it's allergies, whether it's illness, whether it's loss of family, whether it's things that happen in your community that are outside of your control, whether it's been an outage or whatever the case may be. I can't help those things. And for some reason, y'all think I got a lie to kick it. And that's the craziest part. I show y'all me at all times. I show y'all the good, the bad, and indifferent at all times. So y'all should know well enough now that I ain't got the lie to kick it. I ain't got the lie to kick it. I took 2 Benadryls and laid my ass down. Even Friday evening when it was time, even though I was outside, I stayed outside anyway. My eyes hadn't gone all the way down. I wasn't gonna come on live because I can't do a live here and have my camera off. It don't look right. Whereas Spaces, I can talk to y'all not know what I look like. I can have food in my teeth. I can have eye boogers, eye crust. I can have my nose watering, running, snot coming out my nose, or whatever the case may be, and y'all would never know it. Never know it. Take what we can get. Sierra Bay is crazy. All I'm saying, hey, kisses. All I'm saying is this. I got a love for all y'all. I got a love for all y'all. But at the same time, again, y'all got to give me some benefit of the doubt and or some real support. Just because you might not like because 'cause I'm over this place or that place, that's not for you to say though. I mean, you can voice your opinion. Let me correct that. You can voice your opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm a grown man. Imma do what Imma do anyway. And if the love is genuine and the support is real, then guess what? You'll support it. Tough it out, Phil. Man, it was no red face was no way I was coming up here looking puffed up eyes and all. I was not doing that. Then y'all would really have something to joke and joan and roast and troll about. Oh, hell no. Hey, Rich, I appreciate you too. Nah, it's all good, my brother. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Rich, when people aren't here, I don't have a problem or question their support or loyalty or whether they still rock me. I don't do that because life is life. Life is life. And for people that got things they gotta do, take care, whether it be a job, family member, illness, hell, if they just laying in the bed with that one thing, getting them some. I'm not gonna have an issue or problem with that. Y'all are grown ass individuals. Grown ass individuals. So you know what I'm talking about? When you come through, even if you come through once in a blue moon, I'm utterly humble and thankful at that for anybody. Outlaw said you be missing shows because you somewhere later with Aunt Viv. That's the problem. That's crazy. Uh, reason you can tell that individual Jesus will come back before that happens. All I'm saying is this, right? I'm not perfect. I'm human, right? And everything I do ain't gonna line up with everything that y'all believe I should be doing. And if you love and support me, hit me behind the scenes and ask me real questions. Ask me real questions. I'll give you a real answer. However, don't always assume. Don't always assume, and also watch the play or at least pay attention to see where I go with things. Just see where I go with things. That's all Imma say. And for those that I'm currently not rocking with, maybe we will get it together. Maybe we won't. But in the meantime, between time, let me be. Leave me alone about it. Leave me alone. I don't wish no animosity or malice towards other individuals. I'm just chilling at the moment. Let me do me. Let me find my peace. Let me have my peace. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And it ain't like these said individuals, we were in bed with each other or you know what I'm saying? Like, what? It's brazy. The streets need that feel, and we know you got handing out meatballs is crazy. You don't have the rest of your shows of the week, at least do one Fri I'm going Tiggy, as God is my witness, if long as I'm healthy, as long as nothing's going wrong, as long as there's no emergency, Imma be here doing my shows. Trust that. But Tinky and others, understand that if something's going wrong or if there is an illness or something that will stop me from performing at a certain level for you all to enjoy any part of the show, then guess what Imma do? Imma postpone or just not do the show that day. I'm just saying. And it's not it's a selfish thing because I do gotta care about myself, but at the same time, it's a thoughtful thing too because I'm thinking about you and your experience of being here while I'm doing the show. We feel as human, y'all. Come on. You feel me, Nazi? I'm like, "Damn. Hey, leave me alone." Yeah, see, everybody life be lifing. Take it again. I could be sick as a dog. I could have one eye patched up. I could have my teeth knocked out my mouth. Y'all would never know it on Spaces. That's the thing of that, but I can't come on here with this camera turned off and do a whole show with the camera turned off. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Look, we united and it feels so good. Do you see GMG News progressing 5 days a week? GMG collab with Sammy's featured morning show. I do see it progressing 5 days a week, Keyshaw. I really do. I am looking to this is a great question. I am looking to upgrade and update the morning show, bring somebody or some people on board of a right mind and a sound mind to be co-host or featured guest host, whatever the case may be, whatever it entails, with no hidden agendas, no BS that can be straight front and straight up front with their intentions, with their wants and their needs. Pause, and we come to some common ground, whether we put it on paper or do it verbally, so that all parties ain't got no hidden animosity or no lie or got to lie about something at the end to make themselves seem bigger or better or feel better about themselves or whatever the case may be. So yeah, to answer your questions, I am thinking about extending this to 5 days a week. 5 days a week or whatever the case may be. But I want it to, 1, make sense, Keisha Hall, 2, for there to be enough content to actually fill out 5 days a week and to make it as entertaining and interactive as possible. Everything I do is to make this show better and better for you all, whatever the case may be. The presentation, think about when I first started the morning show, the way it looks now, and the things that I got going on with it now. And there's a lot more that I can do and want to do to make it an even crisper and better situation. In due time, though, in due time. Phil changed because he get buns now is crazy. That's not even it. We not talking about that. Oh, don't make it. Well, Pinky, you got to think about it. The last couple times that I missed the show, one was my allergies off the hook. That's health. And two, I was sick. I had a viral infection that I was in pain with. So if it's not that, then what you talking, Tinky? Uh, hey, Dana Mac. I don't know if I think I said that. Dana Mac. Hey. This is off the subject, but this guy just walked past me smelling like mothballs and Fabuloso. That's crazy. My mind is sounding right sometimes. Sometimes, huh, Sabrina? Look, we human though, Sabrina. You know what I'm talking about? We all fall short sometimes. You hear me? Listen, life be life, and you have to put you and yours first, and when you can, you get back to us. Yeah, Imma say this again for the umpteenth thousand times. GMG is my baby, and it's not going nowhere, and that includes the morning show and everything inclusive of GMG. Understand that. That's going nowhere. I would be foolish to do so. One thing for sure they gonna remember 5 days a week is a lot, but hey, Jazz, to whom is called, much is required. And if I wanna not Jazz, Tiki, if I wanna compete with bigger shows, then Imma have to start doing it 5 days a week. If I wanna compete with, like, the Breakfast Clubs and these other more established, entities and shows, Imma have to start going live 5 days a week. I thought about all that. Mel Page, what's good? Phil almost on the Joe Budden podcast. Nah, that's not true. Phil, we rock with you. We just step family. Girl, stop it. Step family is bugged out. Bugged out. It's just the thug. I went back and listened. 6 days. Nah, I ain't doing 6 days, Rich. Nope, 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 nope. 5. I might give y'all 5, but I ain't getting you 6. You might be they, but you know That flowers in the attic. Y'all are bugged out. Salute Mel Page. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Listen. I'm humbly grateful for those that have stuck and stayed with me through everything, the ups and downs, the sicknesses and in health, the fallouts and the new additions and the transitions and the new looks and all these things. I am humbly grateful for everybody that has shown Big Phil love. Even if I'm not rocking with you now, forever, or for the moment, I still appreciate those that have spent time, taking time to come over here, partake, listen, participate, troll, give advice, etc. Cam up, all these things. I am humbly grateful for you all. Without you, there is no me. And I do it more so for y'all than I do it for myself, believe it or not. So don't ever question my loyalties to GMG, huh? I started this gangster ish, and it's the Eminem and thanks I get. Hello. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, smile, because you never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. More importantly, love on somebody on purpose with purpose. The hearts didn't come up this time, but it's all good. Last but not least, I'm not anti you, but I'm pro me. But with an emphasis on building we, let that marinate your thick ass melon. Till the next time we get chopping up and have a tay to tay. Until that day, guess what? Your boy gonna holler. You feel me? Ooh.
One big happy family.
Get it? Don't you forget it.
One big happy family. Hey, hey,
Thank you for tuning in. Thank y'all.
make sure
You come back again.
Tell a friend, tell a friend.
Hey!
It's
G,
GMT, big fifth speed.
Yes, sir. Bobby, what's good? Y'all have a beautifully blessed day. Blessed. Live out the day to the best of your ability. You feel me? And make tomorrow an even better day today than today if you make it. I'll holler.